My name's Yugo Konami, a 28-year-old chef dreaming of owning my own restaurant one day. Right now, I'm working here at Washoku Hashiya, honing my skills. Konami-kun, great work today! The new dish you came up with is a great hit with our customers! Thank you. It's all thanks to your guidance, owner. This man is the second-generation owner of Washoku Hashiya, Masashi Hashiya. Not only is he a skilled chef, but his management skills are also top-notch. He's the epitome of a serious and honest person, exactly the kind of chef I aspire to be. It's because you put your heart into your cooking, Kawanami-kun. Keep up the good work. Yes, thank you very much. My son has decided to continue his training at another restaurant. It seems he's trying to prove something to me. Masashi lowers his eyebrows and smiles a bit sadly. He apparently has a son, but I've never met him. Training at another restaurant instead of his father's. I wonder what's on his mind. But I wanted to keep working under this man until I achieved my dream. That's what I thought, but... Sometime later, I received the news of Masashi-san's passing. Masashi-san died in an accident, and all I could do was regret. Masashi-san, there were still so many things I wanted to learn from you. I'll become a great chef, I promise. Please watch over me from heaven. I said that in front of Masashi-san's body. I wanted to somehow support the restaurant he left behind. At that time, I truly believed I could do that, but... After a while, Masashi-san's son, Yoji Hashiya, took over as the third-generation owner. Yoji-san is young, only 26, but because Masashi-san divorced early and raised him alone, it was natural for him to inherit the business. There was no objection to his succession, but he made a shocking statement during his first greeting to us. Unlike you uneducated folks, I graduated from a prestigious university. I'm well versed in business management and the latest trends. As long as you follow my lead, the restaurant will be fine. First, I'm going to revamp these old-fashioned dishes. From now on, we'll aim for more visually impactful presentations. For example, this! A crepe filled with grilled eel and rice. An eel rice crepe! It's a fusion of Japanese and Western desserts! What is that? Who would eat something like that? Did you just say what is that? That's the feeling that matters. Once customers think that, we've already won. As Yoji-san smugly declared this, the other staff and I were left bewildered. 3 months later, half of the restaurant's staple dishes disappeared from the menu. In their place, Yoji-san's creations were prominently featured with recommendation tags. This place, it started serving strange dishes now, with the staple dishes gone and Masashi-san no longer around.
It used to be a calm and nice restaurant. The atmosphere has changed and it's disappointing.
I could only watch helplessly as the regular customers muttered in disappointment and left. This restaurant didn't just offer good food. Masashi-san's personality, the service, the ambience. Everything blended together with the food to make this place a beloved spot for the townspeople. That's why I admired Masashi-san and made it my goal to one day have a restaurant like his. But now, with the focus shifted to social media trends, it's no wonder the regulars are leaving. This could ruin everything this restaurant has built up over the years. I have to do something. A month later, I confronted Yoji-san with the restaurant's sales report. Take a look! Sales are down 60% compared to last month! We're in the red! Ha! Change takes time. This is proof that we are refreshing our customer base. It's actually a good sign. What are you talking about? How can losing regular customers be a good sign? You're fundamentally mistaken. The staple dishes carry Masashi-san's legacy. These days, success is all about going viral on social media. The restaurant I frequent has grown rapidly from that. But the customer base. If you focus on a passing trend and neglect the regulars, in a few years the restaurant... Shut up! If you don't like it, you can quit. I don't expect anything from you anyway. Hearing those words, I gave up thinking of him as Masashi-san's son. And so, I finally told Yoji-san that I was quitting Washoku Hashiya. That restaurant is finished. I need to find a new job. I feel terrible for Masa-san. On my way home that night, I drowned my sorrows in alcohol at a nearby izakaya. It was the drunkest I've ever been in my life, and as I stumbled home, not even the alcohol could lift my spirits. I'm not too worried about finding my next job, but leaving that restaurant under these circumstances is really frustrating. Huh? At that moment, I caught sight of a figure out of the corner of my eye. A woman was hunched over, looking pained by the utility pole. Worried, I approached her. The woman suddenly started vomiting violently. My drunkenness disappeared in an instant. Are you okay? She seemed to be as drunk as I was. I couldn't just leave her there, so I quickly approached and started patting her back. Once she calmed down, I went to a nearby convenience store, bought some water, and handed it to her, rinsing away as much of the vomit as I could.
I'm so sorry. I feel awful.
How much did you drink? Are you alone?
Yeah, drinking by myself.
Drinking alone until you're this wasted? Why would you do that? Though I guess I'm no better. I couldn't just leave her, so I decided to help a bit more. That was all I intended to do, but...
That's right. Kawanami-san. Social media trend should come second.
Exactly! I totally get it, Kurosaki-san! An hour later, this woman, Nanaka Kurosaki, and I were having a second round on a park bench, completely hitting it off. We both knew that drinking more alcohol in this situation would be bad, so we stuck to canned coffee. I never imagined that Kurosaki-san was in the same industry, and even the owner of a Japanese restaurant.
Oh no, I just inherited it after my father suddenly passed away. I'm still a rookie.
Kurosaki-san took over a traditional Japanese restaurant called Love Koi Washoku. It seems similar to Washoku Hashiya. But a year and a half ago, a rival restaurant nearby, Oren Cuisine, started selling gigantic rice burgers. The visual impact caught people's attention, and after being featured on TV, the restaurant became a huge hit.
That did draw some customers away from Love Koi Washoku, but it wasn't enough to harm the business. The real problem was the younger staff who saw Oren Cuisine's viral success. Let's do something like that too! If we don't, we'll lose all our customers! It's not that simple. We need to maintain what makes us unique. Sure, my father did change things up once during his time. Then now is the time to change again! Look, that place is going viral on social media!
The younger staff, eager to chase trends, started clashing with Kurosaki-san over the direction of the business. It's the exact opposite of what happened at Washoku Hashiya.
Wait a minute. If all of you leave at once, we'll be short-staffed.
In the end, several staff members forced their way out of Love Koi Washoku.
I think they were enticed by Oren Cuisine, which was booming and expanding, and they were hiring. The pay there is supposed to be good too. Those girls were hired on the spot, and they're still working there. Suddenly losing so many staff left Love Koi Washoku critically understaffed.
To fill the gap, Kurosaki-san has been working herself to the bone, and today, the stress finally pushed her to drink excessively.
I understand the appeal of viral trends and shock value, but our customer base is different. My father changed things up when the customer base started to shift gradually, but the core concept never changed. If the customers stop coming or the base changes, then yes, it's necessary to adapt. But right now...
I place a hand on Nanaka's shoulder as she murmurs tearfully. I think so too! It's pointless to lose what makes us special by chasing a fleeting trend. I believe you're right, Kurosaki-san. Kurosaki-san, will you hire me at Love Koi Washoku? I just quit my job today for the same reason as you. I promise I'll be a big help.
Really? I've been struggling to find someone, so if you come, it'll be a huge relief.
Thank you! And so, I started working at Love Koi Washoku. From the next day, I immediately started working at Love Koi Washoku. The dishes for tables 4, 6, and 7 are ready. Please serve them.
Yes, that was fast. I never knew Kawanami-san was so capable. Maybe we'll be able to manage our staff shortage after all.
This place is very similar in style to Washoku Hashiya. The concept is to serve dishes that make you crave them out of nowhere. Thanks to that, I fit into the kitchen as if I had been there for years, even on my first day.
Oh, this place is delicious.
Oren cuisine was packed, so we came here, but this place is great too! Love Koi Washoku was always a quality restaurant. If it weren't for the sudden mass exodus of staff, they wouldn't have had any major issues. Oren cuisine, I should check it out. Curious, I decided to drop by for a quick look after work. After work, I entered the restaurant and checked the menu, and I couldn't help but frown. 1-meter rice burger tower, 100 treasure stir fry, 3 colored meatball skewers. What is this? The pictures on the menu definitely have a strong visual impact, but this is all just gimmicky stuff. It doesn't look like they care about the taste at all. It's hard to believe that just a year ago, this place was a traditional Japanese restaurant rivaling Love Koi Washoku. And the customers are so young. It's true that it's popular with the younger crowd, but this isn't the right demographic. Is Washoku Hashiya going to end up like this too? The restaurant Masashi-san left behind. It's so sad. I finished my meal that day with a heavy heart and quickly left the restaurant. About 6 months later, Love Koi Washoku and Oren Cuisine had become complete opposites. Love Koi Washoku stuck to its principles and continued to treat its customers sincerely just as before. By now, I've completely settled in at Love Koi Washoku and have even been entrusted with leading the kitchen.
The new dish you came up with, Kawanami-san, is getting rave reviews from the customers.
I'm glad to hear that. We've been getting more customers lately, and things are going well. The staffing issues have been resolved, and the restaurant is doing better than ever. Meanwhile, at Oren Cuisine, the push for bizarre new menu items continued, drastically changing both the menu and the interior.
New menu item, Rainbow Pork Belly Bowl. Would you like to try it? That place has made another weird dish, I see. But honestly, I'm tired of it. The taste isn't even that good. If you want good food, I heard that nearby Love Koi Washoku is excellent. Let's try it next time.
And as for the current state of Washoku Hashiya, my old workplace, it's completely empty now. This doesn't make sense. No new customers are coming. The regulars are gone too. I prepared so many social media worthy dishes, so why? Unlike Oren Cuisine, which gained instant fame after being featured on TV, the menu items Yoji-san introduced didn't even make a splash. Damn it! What am I doing wrong? Unable to accept this, Yoji-san made his way to Oren Cuisine. It's been a while since I last came here. He was trying to emulate the success of Oren Cuisine after seeing its TV feature. I need to figure out what's different between this place and mine. But wait, there are fewer customers than before. Actually, there's barely anyone here. There used to be a long line.
Hey there, sir! Would you like to try our Rainbow Pork Belly Bowl at Oren Cuisine?
The person who approached the puzzled Yoji-san was a former staff member who had quit Love Koi Washoku after clashing with Kurosaki-san. Hey, wasn't this place more popular before? What happened?
Well...
With a troubled look, the former staff member confided in Yoshi about the current state of Oren Cuisine. What? Sales have dropped by 80% since the peak?
I shouldn't say this as an employee, but honestly, I think the boom is over. We don't have many repeat customers, so it's like we've run out of new customers. The staff keeps getting laid off. I don't know how much longer I'll have a job here. They've even got me out here doing customer calls.
Damn it! I base my restaurant's direction on Oren Cuisine's success. But if this is what's happening now, then even if my restaurant had succeeded, eventually... At that moment, my words flashed through his mind. But the customer base! If you focus on a passing trend and neglect the regulars, in a few years the restaurant... Yoji-san gritted his teeth as he recalled this, and as he reflexively raised his head, he saw... That's Yugo Konami! What's he doing here? Spotting me a little distance away, Yoji-san stared wide-eyed, unable to believe his eyes.
Oh, that guy? He's a skilled chef who recently joined to love Koi Washoku. I heard the restaurant's been doing really well since he started. It's our rival, but I kinda wish I stayed there.
Hey, could you tell me more about that? About an hour later, a man visited the restaurant. Welcome. Oh, it's you. Long time no see, Konami. It was the former owner of my old workplace, Yoji-san. It's been a while. Table for one? No, I'm not here as a customer today. I need to talk to you.
Is this someone you know, Kawanami-san?
I'm his former boss. I see you're working here now. What do you want? It seems Yoji-san came to see me. Hey, Kawanami, you can come back to the restaurant if you want. What? I know I was tough on you before, but, well, I guess you're right about some things. I'm willing to consider some of your suggestions now. Behind his forced smile, I could clearly see his anxiety. Is the restaurant in trouble? Yoji-san was visibly shaken, and his pettiness made me sigh. If he had just been honest, I might have considered helping out as a way to repay Masashi-san. But your attitude right now has completely killed that thought. Please leave. Wait, I'm sorry. I'll be honest with you. With that, he bowed his head to me. I base my restaurant's direction on the success of Oren Cuisine. But my restaurant has been empty for a while now. Oren Cuisine isn't doing well either. But this restaurant didn't follow that path, and I heard it's doing great. That's when I realized, you were right. Please, help me save the restaurant. He seemed sincere. His regret and apology, though late, appeared genuine. I refuse. That's why I firmly turned down his request. I believe that not helping now was the best way to repay Masashi-san. Don't rely on others. You were supposed to inherit Masashi-san's legacy. If that's not just a title, you should solve this problem yourself. I have no intention of working under an owner who can't take responsibility for his choices. Damn it! If I could have run the place the way my dad did, I would have! But I don't have the talent for cooking like you do! My cooking can't attract customers like his could, so I had to find another way to draw people in. I tried to protect the restaurant in my own way. I wasn't being reckless. I even studied successful restaurants. I see. You were scared of living up to Masashi-san's legacy and turned away from it. What Masashi-san built wasn't just sales, but trust with his customers. You were so focused on short-term gains that you didn't see what Masashi-san really left behind. Being the owner of a restaurant is an immense pressure. Every day, you face the numbers and question if your choices were correct. But those who can stick to their beliefs, their vision, and the legacy they've inherited, those are the people who others will follow. That's why I wanted to work under Kurosaki-san, because I believe in her.
Kawanami-san.
Yoji-san fell silent, clenching his fists. His expression was different now, as if something had finally clicked. I understand. I'll start over from scratch. I'll restore my father's restaurant. I'll do it the way he always envisioned. I see. Good luck with that. In his expression, I could see a hint of Masashi-san. Perhaps his spirit hasn't completely faded away. Every dish on our menu is something I made with pride. Masashi-san once confided this in me. The memory is as vivid as ever. But there's one dish I'm especially attached to. It's something I'll always protect. It's a special dish, isn't it? What is it? There's one more thing I forgot to mention. What? The classic spicy teriyaki chicken was the most popular dish with the regulars. It's the dish Masashi-san treasured the most. That was the first dish I ever made for my dad on his birthday when I was a kid. Masashi-san believed in putting his heart into every dish. That's how it naturally reaches the customers. I see, Yoji said, bowing deeply, and left. Not long after, Oren Cuisine tried to revert to its original style, abandoning the gimmicky menu. But they couldn't shake the image that had already taken root. They also couldn't regain the lost expertise in staff, and eventually, they had to close down.
I can't find a job anywhere. If only I stayed at Love Koi Washoku.
Love Koi Washoku has regular customers from the grandfather's era, including one who's now a big shot in the restaurant industry. The former staff who quit without notice and jumped ship have been blacklisted by him and are struggling to find new jobs. Welcome! How about a traditional Japanese meal? Our classic spicy teriyaki chicken is back! Made with love! Please give it a try! I'm only getting a few customers each day. At this rate, I won't be able to cover next month's rent. But I'm not giving up. I'm determined to rebuild the restaurant. Yoshi-san has been working part-time at night to cover the rent. It's hard to regain lost trust. Whether his efforts will pay off is still uncertain. But for now, I'll watch over him from the shadows as he tries to start over. Meanwhile, Love Koi Washoku, where I work, is doing better than ever. In fact, we've managed to attract the younger crowd that Oren Cuisine had drawn in. As a result, we are experiencing unprecedented success.
7 orders just came in.
Got it! I'll get started right away!
Whoa, that's a lot. We never manage without you, Kawanami-san. But I can't rely on you forever. You're going to have your own restaurant one day, right?
That's the plan, but that's still a long way off.
I know, but before that, I need to make something happen. You know, between us.
Kurosaki-san says this with an embarrassed smile. It looks like our relationship will continue for a long time to come. There are times when we lose sight of what's truly important, caught up in fleeting trends and emotions. But in those moments, what matters most is identifying what we can never compromise on, the core. What is it that you can't compromise on? As for me, my motto is never betray trust, and I live by that every day.